What if the next world war has zero soldiers?
No boots on the ground, no human beings pulling triggers, no generals making calls in the heat of battle, just machine, autonomous, networked, and built with one single purpose: to win. And here's the part that should make you uncomfortable. This isn't theory. This isn't some Pentagon fantasy. The technology exists, the funding exists, and some of these machines are already deployed in active conflict zones right now. 7 levels, 7 machines, each one smarter, faster, and more dangerous than the last. Stay until level 7, because that one is going to genuinely mess with your head. Let's get into it.
Level 1.
The Packbot 510, and this thing costs $100,000. Built by iRobot. Yeah, the same company that makes your Roomba, except this version doesn't vacuum your floors. It walks toward live bombs so human beings don't have to. Iraq, 2004. Soldiers were dying from buried roadside IEDs with no safe way to get close. The military needed something expendable, something that could roll straight into the kill zone while the soldier stayed 800 meters back with a controller in his hand. The Packbot became that thing. It's compact, runs on rubber track, has one articulated arm at the front, and it has been on over 3 million individual missions. 3 million. That's not a prototype sitting in a glass case somewhere. That's a machine that has been inside burning buildings, underwater wreckage, and face-to-face with live nuclear components. $100,000 sounds like a lot until you realize what you're comparing it to. The Packbot proved one idea that permanently changed how militaries think. Machines can go where humans shouldn't. Simple as that. And once that idea was locked in, the only question left was how far they could push it. And trust me, they pushed it very, very far.
Level 2.
The Vision 60, and this one costs $150,000. Ghost Robotic, Philadelphia. And unlike the Packbot, this one doesn't roll. It walks. 4 powerful legs, articulated joints, and an onboard AI that reads terrain in real time and adjusts every single step the way a living animal would. Rough ground, stairs, gravel, dark environments. It handles all of it without a single human on a controller telling it what to do. The US Air Force is already using it on active duty. At Tyndall Air Force Base in Florida, the Vision 60 patrols the perimeter around the clock, fully autonomously. No shifts, no breaks, no distraction. One machine doing the job of multiple human security personnel across multiple shifts permanently. And here's the part most people skip over. This isn't a demo. This isn't a press release. This is actual deployment at a real US military installation right now. That's the line that just got crossed. Autonomous military presence isn't coming. It's already here. But here's the thing. A robot that patrols is useful. A robot that patrols and carries a loaded weapon, that's an entirely different conversation. And that's exactly where we're going.
Level 3. The Vision 60.
Now armed. And this version starts at over $200,000. Ghost Robotics teamed up with Sword Defense Systems, and in 2021, they walked into one of the biggest US Army conferences in Washington, D.C., and made an entire room full of generals and defense contractors go completely silent. Same Vision 60, but now there's a rifle mounted on its back. Not a prop, not a training dummy, a spur, special purpose, unmanned rifle. A 6.5mm Creedmoor precision weapon designed specifically for robot platform. The kind of rifle that can reach out and engage a target at serious distance with serious accuracy. The AI targeting system locks on, tracks movement, calculates the firing solution, and reports back. Right now, a human still approves the final trigger, but every single step before that moment, the machine handles it on its own. Nobody laughed in that room. Nobody cracked a joke. They all just stared, because every single person standing there understood exactly what they were looking at. One armed robot dog costs less than training a single Navy SEAL for 1 year. Let that land for a second. Firepower that used to require years of training and a heartbeat now just needs a charging cable. Level 3 is one gun, one target. Level 4 brings the heavy armor, and this is where it starts feeling like a different war entirely.
Level 4.
The Themis, and this machine costs $1 to $2 million. Milrem Robotic, Estonia, and NATO is already buying them. This is not a robot dog. This is a full unmanned armored ground vehicle, the size of a small car, rolling on heavy track and capable of carrying nearly 800 kilograms of payload into an active combat zone. And that payload, completely modular. Heavy machine gun, grenade launcher, anti-tank missiles, drone launch systems, surveillance equipment. You decide the mission. You load the configuration. The Themis shows up ready for whatever you chose. It's been deployed in Mali. It's been used in Ukraine. NATO forces are operating demonstrating it in real conflict zone, not in testing, not in exercises, right now. But the capability that actually changes ground tactics is this: autonomous wingman mode. The Themis follows a soldier through a firefight, matching their movement, carrying their firepower without needing constant input from anyone. You're walking into a combat zone with over 800 kilograms of armored machine moving right beside you that will never panic, never hesitate, and never break. And if it eats a direct hit, you haven't lost a teammate. You've lost hardware. Hardware you can fix. Hardware you can replace. Everything so far has been one machine at a time. But what happens when you stop counting individual units and start talking about hundreds, all working together at once? That's level 5. And this is genuinely where things get terrifying.
Level 5.
Military drones swarm. Hundreds of thousands to tens of millions of dollars, depending on the scale. DARPA, the US military, China, Russia, every serious military power on Earth is racing toward the exact same capability right now. Close your eyes for a second and picture this. You're a battlefield commander. Your radar lights up. Not one signal, not 10, hundreds, moving in perfect coordinated formation. No individual operators, no one remote controlling each unit. A single AI pushing real-time decisions across the entire swarm simultaneously. Thousands of micro-choices per second. That's a drone swarm, and it might be the single most destabilizing military technology developed in the last 50 years. In 2017, DARPA dropped 103 micro-drones from a moving F/A-18 fighter jet mid-flight. They didn't scatter. They self-organized in the air mid-fall and completed the mission as one unified system. China has since demonstrated swarms of over 1,000 drones. The US military's Replicator initiative is pushing toward thousands of autonomous units operating across air, land, and sea at the same time. Here's the problem that keeps military strategists up at night. There is no command center to destroy, no single operator to neutralize. Shoot down 50 drones, and the other 50 instantly redistribute and keep moving. It's like trying to fight water. Every gap you create disappears immediately. In military simulations, drone swarms have taken down air defense systems worth hundreds of millions of dollars, using nothing but numbers, coordination, and speed. One drone is a nuisance. 1,000 drones is a new kind of war. But even the swarm, as frightening as that is, doesn't prepare you for level 6. Because at level 6, the machine stops looking like a machine. It starts looking like us.
Level 6.
The Phantom Mk1, and this platform costs $5 to $10 million. Advanced defense contractors, cutting edge. And the first time you watch this thing move in real footage, your brain does something weird. It pauses, because part of you knows it's a machine, but the instinctive part of your brain, the part that evolved over millions of years to read movement and posture and physical intent, that part isn't immediately sure. 6 feet tall, bipedal, fully articulated arm, a sensor array where the head would be, and it moves with a physical fluidity that no military robot before it has come anywhere close to matching. Here's what makes it genuinely dangerous. It can go everywhere a human soldier can go, because it was built to move like one. Same stairs, same doorways, same collapsed building, same narrow corridors, same urban environments that stopped every wheeled and tracked platform dead in its tracks. It can breach a building autonomously, assess the threat environment, extract intelligence, relay everything back to command, without a single soldier exposed to danger. And if it gets knocked off balance mid-mission, it recovers the way a trained fighter would. It doesn't go down easy. At $5 to $10 million per unit, it's currently a specialist platform for high-value mission. But the defense industry already knows what the public hasn't caught up to yet. The price of robotics drops every single year. The capability increases every single year. This technology is not decades away. Most people assume it is. They're wrong. One Phantom Mk1 changes the outcome of a raid. A squad of them changes what special operations even mean. But level 6 is still individual units. Level 7. Level 7 is something that has no historical comparison whatsoever. Level 7 is an army.
Level 7.
The Atlas concept, AI, humanoid robot army. Cost, classified. Scale, tens of thousands of units. Everything you've seen from level 1 to level 6, that was the build-up. This is the ending. Atlas started as Boston Dynamics' most advanced humanoid robot. 6 feet tall, capable of running, jumping, and navigating terrain that stops every other robot cold. But the military concept built around it takes that foundation and scales it into something the world has never seen before. Thousands of AI-driven humanoid robots sharing one battlefield brain. What one unit sees, every unit knows instantly. What one unit identifies as a threat, the entire army responds to in milliseconds. No food, no water, no fear, no hesitation, just pure coordinated execution at a scale no human army can physically match. And here's the part that should actually concern you. The US military, China, and at least 4 other major world powers are actively funding humanoid combat programs right now. Not planning to, not researching it, funding it. The nation that gets this right first doesn't just win the next war, it makes every other military on Earth instantly obsolete. The machines aren't coming, they're already being built.
7 levels.
One very clear direction, from a $100,000 machine rolling toward a bomb in the sand to an autonomous army capable of permanently reshaping human civilization. And the question stopped being, is this possible, a very long time ago. The question now, the one that actually matters, is this. When machines can fight the wars, who exactly decides when the wars begin? Subscribe, because what we cover today is only what's been made public. The programs that haven't been declassified yet go much, much deeper, and that's where we're going next.